assume you edit the intro and in post.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff done in post. That's the most difficult part. I think
Yeah.
last time they averaged. Well, I mean, I've only done 3 episodes and 2 with other people, but I'm trying to get them to around 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But I have 2 hours of audio.
Oh.
So simply converting the files takes like 30 minutes because I have to save it in 2 separate tracks. So like one is the other person and one is me.
Oh Christ.
Yeah, so it takes a long time, but yeah. I do a lot of stuff in post, but it helps with like the overall continuity of the podcast. Like if it was just us talking and I didn't do anything in post, it would be actually bad.
Yeah. We can probably help you with editing. We don't tell anyone this. We have a secret little method in which we got Adobe Premiere. Don't tell anyone. Ooh.
We are good friends of Tim Adobe.
Yeah.
So
Ooh. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, Premiere is my dream. Currently I have Filmora Wondershare.
You're editing this in Clip Studio, actually.
flip a clip.
I've been editing this in what is it? Soundboard Online or like Soundboard web browser or something.
Late Start Wednesdays, made with Power Direct.
It's got the like the audio watermark where they like play their intro every once in a while, where it's just
audio
like,
jungle.
This video was made with.
Oh my! No, yeah. Like every once in a while, just like this video was made with Power Director Pro.
And it would just play some like stock audio the entire time.
Oh my god! It's just like 2 dudes talking in a pub. I guess we should narrow things to a subject. So how have you been, Adam?
How have I been? That's a hard question to answer. That is a very hard question to answer, actually, because there's been a lot happening, and at the same time, I've been extremely bored.
Yeah.
I actually like made a podcast. That's how bored I was. I don't actually listen to podcasts, but I made one.
Yeah. That's kind of the boat we're in, because Jacob he comes down multiple times a year, because he only lives like 2 hours away, basically.
Yeah.
And so usually we just like hang out with everyone and third parties and shit, but this time was a bit different,
because you can't go to friends' houses without the fear of dying.
Yeah, you can't breathe. So yeah, because the last time he was here was spring break. He came down for spring break, and then everything just, like, while he was here, everything collapsed.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was basically how I thought. All of our teachers were like, it's okay, it'll just be for 1 week or whatever, and then just
gone. Yeah. And but we had already scheduled this visit, because he you had to go visit your dad for a month in June, and then he was gonna come up here for a month, stay here for July, and that was already a thing. And I mean, you probably don't have it. You've already been here for like almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
you've been here for 2 weeks, and we haven't died yet. So,
well, that's good.
Yeah.
I think the incubation period for the virus is like 2 weeks max. So
yeah, and I don't think we're asymptomatic, because while my body may be resilient, I go down. I go down hard. You know, one simple flu, and I'm out for the count, man.
As you should be. Like if you have the flu and you aren't out for the count, you should actually seek serious medical attention.
Yeah, and it's crazy because what was it in December? I got strep throat, like really bad, from my mom. Because what happens, right, is my mom, she's just the most unlucky when it comes to getting like illnesses and whatnot. Because like she'll leave the house and then she'll come back and she'll be like sick with, what was it? I went to camp like 3 years ago, and I come back and she has MRSA and she's got like a huge hole in her chin. I'm like, oh my god. So it's always something. So I guess strep throat in December.
Damn it, Mom! It's always something with you.
Yeah. and then
you just like come home.
And then the night of a semi-formal, I made out with my girlfriend, and then she gave me the flu.
Oh man!
And so that was that's what I had for January. But yeah,
that's great. You just have a calendar.
It's and then this because around that same time is when we started hearing more and more about COVID. Popping up in China and spreading around the Eastern Hemisphere. And
I remember that.
Because we were like, oh yeah, it's like a plague basically, right?
Yeah.
And then it reached us because of the incompetency of our government. But I'm not gonna delve too deep into that. But
so what's on the menu for June and July in the third forms of disease, you know, like
new bubonic plague and
let's see, do STDs count?
Mercury poisoning.
I mean, did your mom have
Because listen,
it all revolves around, it all ends up at either your mom or you.
Yeah. Have I been sick? I think I've gotten like the worst I've gotten in June and July is just like a cold from allergies and stuff. Because
I do hate how you have to like specify like every time you cough, if you're in public, you have to be like, I choked on water, or I breathed wrong or something.
Went down the wrong pipe.
You can't just be openly coughing in public because then you get weird looks.
Yeah. Well, and I mean now, because it's like no matter what your political stance is, the virus is real. Like, and there's no pussyfooting around it. It exists. Hundreds of thousands have died from it. So, you know, to the people that are like protesting
government hoax.
Bill Gates is the eugenics poster child.
Oh, that's real. Thank you, Tim Apple. I love that clip so much. He called Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, Tim Apple.
Apple's doing a lot of great things for us. Thank you, Tim Apple. And then like because they're at a press conference and Tim Cook just like he says it. Trump says it, and then just Tim Cook just looks down. He's like,
he doesn't look to him in like, he doesn't say why. He just looks at him in defeat. He doesn't ask why. He just looks to himself in defeat. Why am I recognized like this?
He went home, and on his personal office, not even the one he has to go to HQ for, in his personal desk where it says Tim Cook, he just like scribbled it out and duct taped like a piece of paper that said Apple over his last name.
You can't just like the president.
It's like when Joe Biden called his sister his wife on national television.
The love of my life.
This is the love of my life. Oh, that's my sister. Yeah.
I have 2 siblings. One's a brother and one's my sister, and she's the love of my life.
Both of the presidential candidates make me so uncomfortable. I can't like. See.
One of my One of my friends found this image. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. 1 second.
Oh god.
Hey, Jamie, can you pull that up real quick?
Jamie, can you pull that up?
Joe Rogan is the national hero.
Hold on, it's Joe. It's Joe being Joe, which means it isn't good.
Do you see the video of that cat like assaulting another cat?
Oh yeah, Joe Biden cat. Joe Biden cat.
Let's see. Does Keagan Young have a funny?
I think I do.
Couple funny Bidens on his phone.
Every time I see him on like TV, I'm scared of what he's gonna say. But every time I see him on like an ad, he's like speaking like fluently, and it's just like,
well, because there's like 90 jump cuts in there.
Oh yeah.
Here, this is the image. This is on his official Instagram. I'm not joking. His official Instagram. Do you want to see where it came from? I can show you. Hold on, let me pull up the Instagram. It's really far down there though.
Oh Christ! Hang on, my dad's asking about sandwiches. Give me a second.
The N stands for nincompoop. Joe Biden ain't a fan of the Obama administration.
Clearly, subs as presented by this image. Yeah, this was posted in April of 2019.
What?
April of 2019.
He thought he could get away with it, didn't he?
Why is Obama's head
it's still
superimposed?
Whoever runs his page just
decided this was okay. What's the context?
Oh, yeah.
Why is there a big N?
I'm trying to find it because it's like really far down because he's been doing all his campaigning and stuff. So I have to like scroll all the way down to find it. But it's there. There it is. Okay.
Yes. We're doing a thing.
We're doing a podcast.
Yeah. So get out.
Okay, brother. Hey, brother. You don't understand. We're doing a podcast right now.
You don't understand, Mom.
This is my favorite video of all time.
Oh, this image just goes. This is his entire. This represents him.
The Joe Biden, because it genuinely like astonishes me how much the DNC fucked with the election this year, because it's like,
I know
all the cards were like Bernie or Warren, like it has to. Oh god.
Whoever runs his page knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Oh no.
This cannot just go unnoticed. Also, the picture on his page, that picture, so all of his other pictures have about 90,000 likes, right? This image has 220,000 likes.
God. Because it's not. I love to imagine that Joe Biden himself like runs his Instagram, so he's constantly like searching up pictures of himself,
literally just Joe Biden doing.
What should I
Joe
do today?
Joe.
Let me search up picture of myself. What can I find? And for hours he's on Google. It's these aren't me.
No, because
Google images.
Joe Biden has pea brain, so he'll go on Google. He'll just click search and he'll search up me, and then.
I can actually do that on Google Photos because that's like what my default gallery is. Since I have like Google phone, it won't give me another gallery. I can just search up me, and it looks exactly like the Google search bar.
Oh yeah, well, because I have a Google Pixel, so it auto like saves faces. It's the dude.
It's
the scariest shit, because it's like you'll take a picture of someone and they will be
and it'll be like, who is this?
So out of focus. There are pictures where I couldn't even tell who it was.
Keagan, you are a bit blind.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking like resolution of the picture, but
I think it is funny though, because I have Doge as a person, because it gives me all these profiles, and it's like, who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? And so,
who is Doge?
Yeah, so I just put Doge, and it has like, it's actually really accurate.
Wow. But yeah, no, and it'll like recognize the face and put it in a folder. It's like, oh, but it's really easy if there's a picture of someone I don't want on my phone or something. So it's
Yeah,
just
you
like,
can just.
yeah. But yep. Don't give me
I still can't get over the Joe Biden N1.
in.
They
So
knew exactly what they were doing. What?
They had to.
What did we do? What's our week been like?
Our week has been like staying up till like 6 and then like waking up at 3 and having to do something like either really, really important or just doing nothing at all.
Yeah.
That sounds like an adventure in itself.
We
Like wake up, it's 3. We gotta do something important.
We gotta get to the farmers market. They're gonna run out of I don't know, whatever they sell there.
Farmers,
Farmers market.
No. He's whining.
We got a dog in the room.
Yeah, I got a new dog today.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw my story or not, but
Oh yeah, I did see your story. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the dog. You can put this in a post. Look
Beautiful.
At him. Yeah.
He's just
gorgeous.
He's just who he is, you know? He's just him. Him being him.
That's him.
Stop licking the Joe Biden shrine. I'm sorry, I gotta put him.
Oh, but no,
he goes so well with that image.
I want to cut out this and just put, got a new dog today. Yep, that's him. And just make that the only thing that was said after this image was sent.
Somebody owns this dog.
This creature.
This is not a dog.
Even if it was photoshopped, it doesn't. Although it doesn't look like it, and even if the hair on it was photoshopped or something, somebody has a dog with these features.
No, it just looks like they someone's just a huge prick to their dog, and so they just shaved him like.
But really badly. Like there's some hair on his arms and stuff.
Kept the arms, right, and then kept the head, and then just got them all wet. I literally just searched up gross dog.
I mean,
and this was one of the first.
Google came through.
This is a picture you took, right, Keagan?
Yeah, yeah, that's him. Yeah, no, so we got a dog because a couple of weeks back my dog of 10 years, Corgi, a little homie named Bowie, passed away because of fucking inner intestine, like the inner lining of his intestines like bleeding because it's diverticulitis. Yeah. He had diverticulitis, which is basically just like the walls of the intestinal tract just bleed. He's had it since he was like a puppy, so we've known about it, but there's not a cure for it or like treatment. Even in humans, it's just
you just have to deal with it. But your dog, what did you name him?
We named him Rorschach. After the fucking like ink blot Rorschach tests that psychologists
use.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
But yeah, the whole reason we got a new dog so soon because I'm expecting people to be like, okay, but your dog literally just died, and I was in the same mindset of okay, because when I had to bury my fucking dog, I was like, yeah, maybe we should wait a little while to get a new one, but
a little bit.
But the thing was, our other dog, Nymeria, she's a big, fluffy Alaska Malamute, pretty similar to a husky, but just like way bigger and way like fluffier. Also like a different face shape. But after Bowie died, she just got she was like a widow. All she would do is just lay on the ground in the hallway and just like a fish out of water. It was so sad. So we were like, all right, we gotta get a new dog.
You had to get her a companion.
Yeah.
That's what.
Oh, you
that's what my dog did. Her name is Lucy. We used to have this. I think it was Tigger was our last dog. She was a golden retriever. She was getting really old, but Lucy is a German Shepherd, and German Shepherds they like to have a job or something to occupy themselves with, and so Tigger was like her sister, kind of. But when Tigger died, Lucy was extremely depressed. So it was actually a lot longer though of a time between when Tigger died and when we got our other dog. But yeah.
Yeah. How old's Rashad? He's like 6 weeks old.
Yeah, 6 weeks.
We went up to a Midwest city by OKC, and we went to these breeders and had a whole litter of huskies. So we were just like, all right, we're picking this one. These are the coolest.
Midwest city has more
churches
than gas stations.
Than houses.
So many.
Oklahoma is just
it's like Starbucks in like Seattle or something.
Oh, dude. Oh, I've only been to Seattle like twice, but it was so long ago. I had to go for a wedding, and then just because I have a bunch of family that lives up there. But yeah, Oklahoma is literally just like, I mean, at least before this whole COVID, I don't believe in the virus, don't want to wear a mask thing.
Oh yeah, that's probably bad in Oklahoma.
Yeah, because what it was like, the town I live in, Norman, it's the most liberal town in all of Oklahoma. It's like in a sea of red. There's just
that's not saying much though.
Oh yeah, but it is at the same
yeah,
time,
but I get it. Yeah,
because it's like Norman, OKC, and Tulsa. Those are the three big like epicenters for like Democrats in Oklahoma, and those are the three biggest cities in Oklahoma. So it's like everything else is just farmland or the Arbuckles or
trailer,
or not Arbuckle, Wichita, but yeah, no, everything else is like farmland or similar. What was it up north by Alabaster Caverns? It just looks straight up like the Grand Canyon. It's crazy.
It's just literally nothing's there. What's there?
But you have to like drive up like cliff sides of mountains, and I'm like, how did I not know about this? It's just leading up to Kansas. It's literally like on the border to Kansas. I lived in this state my whole life, and not once have I ever gone in the like the northern areas. I've never been to the Northeast or the Panhandle. It's just there's nothing there, man. Like
I don't think I've been there. I think we have gone there on a road trip once, and it sucked because from Phoenix to Oklahoma. Hold on, let me look at a map. Let me just make sure I'm getting things right, because I don't know. Because if there wasn't a reason for us to go through the Panhandle, I don't know if we would. Because like, what's there?
Like literally nothing. It's the tiniest like sliver of just like forest and field. It sucks.
Okay.
What is it? Whenever we in New Year's of 2017 turning to 2018, we flew up to California, and then we were there for New Year's, and then we had to drive back, and we drove, all the way through California, through northern Arizona, the boring ass New Mexico, and then the Panhandle of Texas, and it's just like, like this is the most like.
It's what a dull drive.
Because the most interesting thing was California and northern Arizona, because it's like you expect the cool mountains and deserts and shit from California, but my warped perspective of Arizona is just heat, just desert.
Yeah.
And heat, because all I know is my Aunt Kathy's like giant house in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Where it's just desert.
Like Arrested Development or something like that, where it's just this big massive house and just nowhere. That's actually quite a bit of Arizona. I think Tucson is bad like that.
Oh yeah. But when we were driving through northern Arizona, it was just like a complete like culture shock, basically because it was just freezing. It was so cold.
Yeah. It actually gets cold up there. NAU it's just called Northern Arizona University, and that's the college I kind of want to go to if I like make it to college at this point. But NAU is freezing. Like you don't think about NAU when you think about Arizona. You don't think about Flagstaff or anything. You mostly just think about Phoenix or Yuma or something where it's just hot.
My experiences with Arizona are just we flew through Phoenix. That's the most I've seen of Phoenix, and northern Arizona. And my cousin is going to an aeronautics college. What is it like? It's got like a weird name. It's got a weird name, but she's going to be like a rocket scientist or some shit. She's super smart. But
that's cool.
Yeah. What are Jacob? What are your experiences with what's the most bizarre state you've been to?
Oh, the most bizarre, definitely, probably Florida. Florida
itself is bizarre.
Oh yeah, no, Florida is an enigma to me. It's the wackiest, goofiest place you can go, and God,
I think Oregon. Like Oregon as a state is kind of weird. I don't think it's as weird as Florida though.
Yeah. Well, cuz Oregon is just like forest and mountain and coast.
Yeah, forest, mountains, and Portland.
Yeah, and hipsters and
Yep.
That's the I love the sites in Oregon. I love everything about Oregon except the hipsters. Can't stand them.
Yep. Yeah.
Cannot stand them.
It's like it's hard to explain. It just when someone does something that shouldn't be annoying but is really annoying. God, how do I explain it? Yeah, anyways.
Hipsters are just like this condescending just mess.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I have been to Florida so many times because we used to go to Disney World a lot. And yeah. So how I describe Florida is this is my chart, right? Anyone that says, "Oh, I have family in Florida," like my girlfriend, for instance, and then is like up by PC in the pan, Florida. That's coast.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the less crazies over there. They're gonna be more southern, more kind of Alabama, Georgia type. And then you have you have the two coasts of Florida. God damn it.
Who is this woman? And how did he get away with this?
Just new shampoo, Megan? Hold on. Let me do something real quick.
This is strawberry. New shampoo.
That's strawberry, Megan.
Oh my god. Adam.
You smell. Oh god, it's clipping.
Oh, it's so bad. You get close and then you're just like, bap, boop, beep, bap, bap. Like it's cutting out every other word, so it just sounds like corrupted ASMR.
Corrupted ASMR.
Get your strap. But
here, I'll try that again. Hold on. smell like strawberries.
Oh my god.
Joe Biden cat.
Joe
Oh wait, I
Biden
forgot to
cat.
turn the mic volume down before I said that. So just Joe Biden cat.
You sound like the boneless pizza meme from like 3 years ago.
Yeah. Blasting audio.
I
have this pop filter in front of my mic, and my mic works by it vibrates this little plastic membrane thing, and it detects that somehow. I don't know how it does it, but if I take away the pop filter, then you can feel like the membrane feels the air coming out of my mouth as well. So it distorts it. So if I'm really close to my mic and I turn up the gain on my mic and then I do that, then that's how I create that sound without having like an audio filter or anything.
Oh, okay.
It's just pure direct, and it doesn't mess up my mic or anything because it's like I'm not screaming into it or damaging it.
Okay, I gotta. It's my legal obligation to show you the mic that I was using for like 2 years.
Okay.
All because
Alright.
they told me my blue snowball was cutting out. All right.
Hey, is it working? Yeah, I think it's working pretty good. Can you hear it? So, this is what the boys like to call funny mic. Yeah. Man,
wait, hold on.
it says
Yeah.
I was speaking to advanced places and I saw the Billy guy uses. This is how can I have my fucking burger? This is can I get an orange juice?
I don't really know what to do with that. That was just kind of like I have that tool,
at your advantage.
but yeah. I still haven't done an intro yet. I think I can just do it after we finish cuz like I'm going to go driving in like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like we still have time, you know.
Yeah.
We can do whatever. This is probably one of the most loose podcasts that I've ever done, but it's probably been the most fun, honestly.
That's great, man. Cuz
not only have we gone nowhere in this podcast, but also we haven't even done an intro. Like it's just great.
I think it literally just started with us talking about dog shit.
Yeah, actually, I think it did. And then it evolved into, you can see with the images in this in general.
I think we talked about Joe Biden for like a good 20 minutes. Oh wait! I got another Joe Biden image. Hold on.
All right.
Christ Almighty!
Fuck.
Why
is it 6 megabytes?
Why is it so big? It's like I'm watching a snail race. Okay, give us a minute.
Okay,
it's taking longer than expected.
My dial-up modem isn't doing the best today. Keagan's internet is so fucking bad.
So everything in my house technologically is just like Stone Age, basically.
Ryan looks like he's having a nice
time. You do be throating that glizzy though.
He's the glizzy with a throat goat.
Fucking goddamn it, Glizzy Gladiator.
What is that? Richard Nixon Jr. over there? I don't.
That looks like a mix between like Richard Nixon and young George H.W. Bush.
Two evils that should not be combined.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so everything about my house, like technologically, is just so like prehistoric, basically, because we went from having Cox, right? Which would just it would just cut out so frequently. But it wouldn't be like super hard. It would just be like, oh, your audio is glitchy.
Yeah.
And then we got AT&T. AT&T has to be the biggest fucking dumpster fire of internet providers that I've ever experienced.
Okay. You have a good point. However, Phoenix Cox, that sounds bad. Cox Internet in Phoenix is horrendous. Although I have not experienced AT&T before. Cox Internet in Phoenix. We have this big church kind of close to us with so you know how metal kind of interferes with radio signal and stuff because it's I don't really know how exactly, but it just interferes with the radio signals and stuff. We have this church kind of close to us, and whoever this architect was a genius, by the way. They built, so think of the most surface area that you could possibly put on a structure, okay? Cover it in copper.
Oh.
In direct Arizona sun. It's yeah. So that's one of the reasons.
That thing sounds like it would melt in the like copper.
I think, imagine touching that. Like it's basically like a giant mirror, but also it absorbs the heat too.
Oh my god. Rule number one about and this goes for anything. Rule number one about electronics: they love the cold. They love the cold.
Yeah. You put a TV in that room, the inside of it will just turn into goo. It's crazy.
Dude, the shell will melt to
their AC bill is probably literally through the roof.
Why don't they just get like an insulated air conditioned room?
Yeah, but no.
But the copper dome from fucking Megamind.
No, it's not. It's like it's worse than that. It's, how do I explain it? Okay, here, I'm just gonna look up Copper Roof Church, Arizona.
I just imagine
I might actually find it.
I just imagine you're gonna show me like a picture of like some destroyed, like disheveled, like Hooverville house from 1930.
But with this like perfectly clean, shiny, hot copper roof.
It's just gonna be like a slab of sheet metal on the top of a house.
Is it?
I just realized that the Joe Biden cat is this is at like a pet store.
What?
Yeah, this
so
is
it could be like you like walking through a mall and you see.
Well, cause no, they're in like a glass cabinet, and if you see down there, that's like a like a Petco, cause there's like a sleeping cat down there. What?
Oh. Also,
I think I found it.
Cat is hairless. The Joe Biden cat is hairless.
Okay,
like the real Joe Biden.
I like that. That's the thing you point out, not the fact that he's dressed like fucking Kramer from Seinfeld.
All I can find is ads for the same type of roofing.
What is this?
Maybe it's not a church. Maybe it's like a what is it?
That cat's eyes looks like it's like popping out of its head. It
looks like a Jacksonville sketch. The mouth super.
Everything about these two images are just so bad.
So cursed. Do you remember what the building was called at all?
No. Hold on. Arizona. Phoenix. Bruh, where I found the other side of it.
Well, from that you can probably find the name.
That's true. Wait, is this the right one? Hold on 1 sec. Let me ask my mom. She might.
Some beep boops in there. They didn't like that.
He's going to ask his mom. All right, guys. So this is This is the official Keagan Young, Jacob Sullivan podcast.
Yeah. So after we diluted Adam's shares of
30% to 0.3%.
We now own. Sean Parker, of course, owns 7% of the company.
This is actually us right now. Now that
that's us hanging out.
You guys can decide who's who.
Man, what the heck? I leave for like less than 60 seconds. And you guys already dropped the Epstein Trump shit.
Well, which one? There's so many. I can search up Epstein and Trump.
Yeah.
There's like 50 pictures.
Okay, it's called the Church of the Beatitudes.
Whoa, the what? That sounds like a Beatles song.
Here, let me show you. They won't show it in direct sun. I think it's the funniest in just direct sun. Although I don't think they'd be able to photograph it because it would just like glare up the camera.
Oh yeah, the lens flare. It would like.
Yeah, so they show it in like sunset.
Yeah, it'd be like photographing like a gamma ray. Oh my god. Oh
it's
my
copper.
That looks like a solar panel. That looks like a solar panel.
It's not. They would actually probably make a lot of money with that much surface area. But no. They're probably the reason for global warming at this point. You know, when it shows like the graphics that shows like the greenhouse effect, that's the thing that reflects the sun back up into the atmosphere.
Dude, I just imagine this because this looks like a weirdly like shaped book. I don't like this.
It's like, no offense to anyone religious or anyone that follows or that practices this branch of this religion, but seriously,
fix your churches, please.
I know. It's like the architect was like, they were probably hired to make this church, but they didn't know it was going to be in Phoenix, Arizona.
What is this?
They're probably like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. I'll build this in the middle of the state. Nothing bad will happen. Oh yeah, like blazing heat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I bet. See, if you look, the background is brighter behind the building, which means that the sun is on the other side. Oh gosh, I gotta keep finding that. I want to find a picture where it's just in direct sunlight.
You might have to go photograph it yourself.
Maybe. It's probably really pretty on the inside. There's all these pictures of the interior with this massive stained glass window. It's probably really cool on the inside, but why?
Because that doesn't the area on the inside doesn't look like it have enough square footage to not just have the roof there.
Yeah.
Oh.
How would you replace the roof? Why is it also
No, but they don't.
It was probably so expensive too.
They don't need to replace the roof, man, because it just gets dented. I mean, but how much? Be honest, Adam. How much hail do you see in Phoenix?
Oh, actually, the day that we left, so like the day before spring break, which is like the last day we were at school.
Yeah.
It hailed, and the hails, everyone was like flipping out. I swear they were BBs or less.
Oh my god. Yeah, you should have seen it. We had like a hurricane in Norman last night.
Oh yeah, you guys have like an actual need to replace your roof.
Oh yeah. And yet I still climb up there butt ass crack of dawn to take nice pictures of the sky.
People who live in Oklahoma, you guys are a different breed of people.
Yeah, Keagan,
an entirely new species.
Yeah, well, because we gotta fear so much because we're in the zone where we can actually get hurricanes, but we're also in direct tornado alley.
Oh, so there is a chance that you could be experiencing a tornado while also experiencing a hurricane.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know how weather works, but that sounds terrifying.
Well, it's like we experienced basically a hurricane last night because we had this massive like lightning storm. With was it like almost close to 100 mile per hour winds. It was in the 90s. I don't know how high it got, but it got close. We were just sitting here. I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and she's like, because she lives in Moore, and she was like, "Is that a storm?" And you're
just like experiencing,
and so I'm sitting up here, and I'm on the second floor, and my window is facing west, and the storm is coming from northwest, so it's coming down from the right hand side of my window, and I'm just sitting here, I'm looking out, and I'm like, okay, there's a couple lightning bolts off in the distance, and then just like
the wrath of God
just fucking is like massive gust of wind just blows all the trees in one direction, and I'm like, oh my God.
Jeez.
We went outside and we started recording it so we could actually like get some footage of what, because this was a massive storm, like it was huge.
Yeah.
So we go outside, right, and then the lightning starts, and then we just see giant cracks, like
yeah.
Just, like,
by the way,
to the people,
to the people listening in who live in Arizona, we have monsoons. Okay, it is nothing like a storm like this in Oklahoma. Okay, even if I was in Oklahoma for a storm like this, and it was like I was writing my will. Okay, it's hard to explain. All right, continue.
But yeah, we were just the picture's sending, but we were just standing outside, and I was recording for like 10 minutes, because it was just like, it was like a strobe light of lightning behind my house, and we didn't dare like climb up on the roof or go in the backyard to check it out, because my God. So we're on the porch, and we're just sitting there, looking at. Okay, it's not sending. God damn it. We're just looking at the storm, and then like a lightning bolt just strikes the street, like directly in front of my house, and we could physically like feel it, and we went, oh, in the recording, you just see us like back up, see it, and then you see us back up, and we're just like horrified.
You just back up.
This happened like 4 times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was.
And how long ago was this?
This was last night.
Jesus Christ.
But no, on the weather radar, an actual eye of the storm formed around like Norman and Oklahoma City.
So an inland hurricane is what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Just in Oklahoma. Did it go anywhere else other than like where you were? Like obviously it traveled, but like
because it was here basically all the night because it was a huge storm on the radar.
Okay, so there wasn't much.
There was like 6 big storms in the country. I don't know what the hell like Alabama, Arkansas got hit with, but it was huge. Like the whole storm was red. But no, it just traveled down further south. So I don't know where it went.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to live there.
Yeah.
That's another no factor for me is constant fear of an instantaneous hurricane just deciding to form.
That's why I could never live on the coast.
Yeah, Florida, which brings us right back around to Florida. Takes a person to live there.
Really.
You have to be either suicidal, but at the same time, the most lively person on earth to live in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sent. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, that was just the rain. But
I see that's the Google Pixel night site. I recognize that.
Yeah.
But that was so bad. That looks like the street that there's this meme a while ago. What is it? You know, I had to do it to him. That one
God
guy
damn it, yeah.
standing. That looks like the crosswalk.
Yeah.
I think it's in Tampa, Florida. Florida again.
I was about to bring that up. So, regions of Florida again. We're back on this topic. Fucking 30 minutes later.
Yep. I'm just gonna title this episode "Florida."
You have the coast, right?
Yeah.
Which is just like Orlando is its own little like thing, because when you go to Orlando, you go to Disney, but you don't see the slums of Orlando. You don't see all the psychos that live in the tin roofed houses. And then you just go a little bit further south, and you go to Miami, and it sucks. And so you have the coast, and then you have the middle, which is just swamp and like swamp.
Yeah.
Just swamp, and it sucks. It's like bumfuck nowhere. That's where you hear the stories of people, eating each other's faces while they're high on PCP, and
Welcome to Florida.
Running rampant. And then you get to Tampa, and Tampa just sucks. Tampa, it's a shithole, dude.
Yeah.
Tampa sucks.
Oh yeah, Tampa is. That's where the I had to do it to him guy.
Yeah.
Was Tampa is just like Tampa is its own world.
It's just like even the people that know there's like crazy people there are crazy in and of themselves. Like you'll see these TikTokers being like, "Oh my god, we live nearby who's that chick Joe Exotic was like
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, Carol Baskin, because she lives in Tampa. They're like, "Oh my god, we live by Carol Baskin," but then it's like, you're insane too.
You've been infected. Get away from me.
I like, as much as I hate the things that Oklahoma is currently famous for, like our big claims to fame, I'm just glad we get overshadowed by Florida, because what do we have?
Mm-hmm. If Florida didn't exist.
Oh, if Florida didn't exist,
eradicate Florida.
If Florida didn't exist, it would literally just be like a shining spotlight on more of the East Coast and Oklahoma. Because what's Oklahoma famous for? The Trail of Tears,
Toby Keith.
Yep.
the Land Run. I'll get to that later. The Dust Bowl, the Oklahoma City bombing, Mary Fallon.
Which lady?
Mary Fallon, who destroyed our education system. Governor Stitt, who is outright ignoring coronavirus. And
tornadoes.
And the tornadoes and the Tulsa race massacre.
Oh
that they covered up and didn't even teach in schools until my 6th grade year.
That is just
and Toby Keith.
Oh yeah, and
it's the most important one.
So, you know who Toby Keith is, right? Country singer.
No. Why?
Okay, Toby Keith sucks. He's a fucking country singer. He sucks.
Okay.
He's.
Let me look that up.
He's from Moore, and you drive to Moore, which is the in between Norman and Oklahoma City, and they have this big what?
God damn it, Keagan. Dinner's here.
Yes, come on. We'll now eat the dog.
Let the dog out. My mom wanted him out. But
let the dog out.
Yeah. And then
hey, Rorschach, my boy.
You see this giant water tower, and it's just like Moore, home of Toby. And it's just.
It's so bad.
It's the most.
That's so Oklahoma though.
It is because it's the most underwhelming thing imaginable. It's like at least in Norman, we have the fucking college to boast about. We're like, we have the college with the super high tuition that only gives a shit about your ACT scores, but whatever. It's OU. I mean, at least we'll put that on our water towers. But Moore. What is Moore famous
for? What do they have?
Moore is famous for the Warren Movie Theater, an EF5 tornado, and apparently Toby Keith. and out
That's
of those
crowning achievement, just Toby Keith.
Yeah, and out of those three, they couldn't make light of the tornado by being like, "Look, home of the tornado." They had to put home at Toby Keith. Shut up.
I wonder if You know how rappers are like, I came from the gutter or something?
Oh yeah.
I wonder if that's what Toby Keith says. The people of Moore are still proud that he grew up there. Like, he's just like trying to distance himself from that little town, but they're like, oh my gosh, just hold on to that one thing.
More is like if you have an obsessive ex-girlfriend.
Oh
yeah.
Toby Keith just can't get away from her.
Man, and they could at least boast about some people from our state, like Conway Twitty or Brad Pitt.
Conway Twitty?
Yeah.
Conway Twitty's from not Norman, fucking just Oklahoma.
No, he's from Norman.
Conway Twitty's from Norman?
Yes.
I love Conway Twitty. He's a legend.
But yeah, funny Family Guy man. But anyways, yeah. So they
Family Guy man.
They could boast about that, or they could boast about fucking Smooth McGroove, who I've seen walking on the street because he lives in Oklahoma City.
That man's a legend. He makes great music.
But no, they boast about Toby Keith. Let him back in.
Said let him out.
Well, my mom wanted him out, but apparently he
likes it. Come on, boy.
has Stockholm syndrome.
What?
Yes.
Fuck that rug.
Come
on. You peed and now it's time to
this podcast has gotten so derailed.
Yeah, because dog cool though. Dog came back in. He loyal to the Goober family.
But yeah, that's Oklahoma, famous for nothing but bad things.
Yeah.
Except for Conway Twitty.
Yeah, except for Conway Twitty.
Oklahoma is, like I said, people who live in Oklahoma are a different species.
You get a mixed bag with the people here.
Yeah.
They're either like country bumpkin or like neoliberal.
Yeah, they're either neoliberal country bumpkin or like really nice people. You know.
That's true. Yeah. Like my grandma would fall into the really nice people category.
Oh yeah, because your grandma lives in Oklahoma. I forgot.
Well, actually, she lived in Oklahoma, but she moved to New Mexico. But it's not like she wanted the city. She wanted, like, there's a part of New Mexico where it's like canyon. It's almost like Arizona, but less rocky and more just desert. That's where she moved. But she's like, she has a house in Oklahoma that she's trying to move out of, but nobody like has bought it yet.
Where's what town is the house in?
I think it's in. Let's see. Oh, it starts with like a Y or something.
Oh,
Watertown? What? Watertown?
No, not Watertown. Why, you dipshit?
Same letter.
Yeah, close enough.
Hold on, let me find it. Oh, no, sorry. Enid, I think. Not Y.
Okay, she lives in Enid. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Enid's cool.
No, wait, my bad. Yukon. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yukon's
Yukon.
Something.
What's that one?
Something. I don't know.
That's evil. That is
Burns Flat.
Burns Flat, Oklahoma is. I want to burn that place to the ground. I hate it. Well, go on. No. Go on Google Maps and search up Burns Flat.
It's
okay.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Listen,
let me do that.
Like Burns Flat, basically, and we can. If we want, Jacob and I can edit this since we have Premiere. We can edit in us looking at Burns Flat. It is literally a huge section of the town is just an airstrip.
Burns Flat Dill City High School football field.
You have to look at
that is a landmark.
Look,
That is one of 2 landmarks according to Google Maps. The other one being Western Technology Center.
so Burns Flat, right?
Okay.
In a sea of red, it is this tiny little dot of Democrat town by like and other shitty towns in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And Burns Flat in and of itself is literally just like you run down general stores and duplexes. And Dill City High School looks like a locker room. And my theory for Burns Flat, because the people there are just like people from Norman, but like 10 years ago. It's so weird. My theory, since there's no common date, we'll do a whole podcast episode on how much I hate Burns Flat, but
I'm just gonna split this into 3 episodes. Tampa, Florida, or no, just Florida, Oklahoma weather, and Burns Flat.
Yeah, sounds about
Burns
right.
Flat. Will be 10 hours long.
My theory is, since there's no like starting date for that town, you can't find it anywhere. My theory is that it was just a section of underdeveloped Norman, because Norman got a bunch of remodels like 7 years ago. My theory is it just got sucked through a portal. Like it's like a Mandela effect, got sucked through a portal and thrown into western Oklahoma. Because it's all like Democrat, and they were one of the first towns in Oklahoma to advocate for legalizing pot. So it's just like it's such a like mind fuck for me, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it exists.
How does that happen?
Even more so, I don't know how I know 2 living, breathing people from Burns Flat who live in Burns Flat. All because of camp. I know them all because of camp.
Burns Flat does not exist.
It does not exist. It does not exist. And I had a plan to go up there with some friends, just talk the most shit on Burns Flat, because I hate it with a fiery passion.
Man. All right. I have to go.
All right.
We should probably do an intro and an outro now.
All right.
Okay.
So,
let's
see. This is episode 4. Yeah, this is episode 4. All right. Also, it's my birthday today, so that's pretty epic.
Yeah.
So it's episode 4.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh no! Oh dear! Oh my goodness! No! Get back! No! Stop! No! Stop! No!